I'm taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. Oh yeah, the crown. So close I can taste it. I see what's mine and take it. Oh yeah.
Yo, what is going on, bronies and anime fans alike? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here. Oh wow, I'm so sorry these reviews were out late. It's because, well, in case you haven't heard, or you heard, well, if you haven't heard, no, now you know. Apparently, the rest of season 7 of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic has been leaked. And I'm not talking about from another country or any of those sources. It's right here in our land of soil of America. And because of that, except for 22, I can't really count 22 because it did air this Saturday. Like, and of course, part 1. So I'm not gonna do every single episode in this video, obviously, except I can't do the season finale because due to certain rules of course your daily, I can't really put out the finale stuff because everyone doesn't really want to spoil themselves for the finale. I know, it makes no sense whatsoever. It makes absolutely no sense because it's already leaked out there regardless. But you know what, I guess for the sake of me not getting in trouble, I might as well not do the finale stuff or whatever. I might as well, or I can always wait until when the time it airs, then I can do it. So it doesn't really matter because it would be a pretty long video regardless if I did that. So the only episodes you're going to get out of me today, it's going to be not a pretty long video, hopefully not extremely long, but we shall see. Anyways, today I'm going to review episodes 22, 23, and 24. But these reviews, don't worry, I'm trying not to drag them out too long because in the video will be sort of a little more dragged out even more. So anyways, let's just get started. So hopefully this video won't be too long. I hope. But anyways though, let's get started with episode 22, Once Upon a Zeppelin. But this episode, it seems like Twilight Sparkle has stumbled upon a letter that she got for a cruise invite because it was her family that sent it to her. But of course, you know, with her being a princess, you know, with princess duty, she was way too busy I said duty princess duties, and because of that, you know, she didn't feel like she was going to be able to go, but Spike was the one that actually convinced it. And I really do like Spike, of how he's supportive and basically, you know, saying like, don't worry, I got this, I'll handle everything, you go on vacation, you deserve it, you do you need it and you deserve it after doing so much out of your spare time, so it's worth it, you know. So that's what she did, and you know, to spend some more quality time with the family. So within that, we also get a cruise ship as well. Well, it's an airship actually. Well, is it air? Yeah, it's more like an airship, but it's like a cruise, sort of like a cruise airship, I guess you can call it that. And the one that's actually running this is the one and only,
And his name is John C.
yeah. But no, just kidding though. What I'm really meant to say is that it's the one by the one and only Iron Will. Yes, Iron freaking Will actually returns in this episode. And I gotta say, he actually did a really quite good job in this role. I was actually really surprised. I didn't really think Iron Will would actually go back. I'm glad they didn't really spoil that in the plot of the synopsis. So that was unexpected. Well, I guess you can say actually that I... Pretty much. So because of that, that was the reason why I didn't expect Iron Will. It would have been cool though, and I'm actually really glad too that his original voice actor actually returned. I really thought it was going to be like someone else because, you know, it's been a while since he's, you know, done the role. So I'm like, you know, why not, right? I mean... Anyways, so when it comes to that though, sorry, I had to do a quick audio edit because of hiccups. So, with that being said though, so what's happening is that there's a certain yeah, a certain signature that the parents did in order to think that, oh, they just won like a free cruise ship. And, you know, Twilight's mom's like, well, you know, if something's for free, you know, you might as well go for it, right? And she didn't really quite read the fine. Don't we all most of the time? So anyways, so what happens is that pretty much that Twilight agrees to do like most what he says on the tour. And apparently there was like some contest thing going on where there, you know, it's pretty much like we got someone named Star Trek, no, Star, what the hell was his name again? Star Tracker, that was his name. So Star Tracker pretty much is the lucky winner. It'd be like, it's like I swear to God, it's like one of those awkward nerds that you see like on Tumblr or on any kind of occasion or anything really. Even an awkward brony or nurse are like, oh my God, this is so amazing. It's so awesome to meet you. I'm gonna write about this on my blog. Oh my God, people are gonna love me. Oh my God, I'm gonna sniff your hair. It's like, whoa, buddy, relax. Just relax, okay? Relax. So technically, then we actually get, you know, and I actually did kind of feel bad for him getting lashed out of Twilight, but it's like, you know what, Star Tracker? You kind of asked for it, especially because you were stepping on her tail, so it would kind of make sense for her to get a little sensitive and lash out, but at least she apologized. That's a good thing. But anyways, yeah, now when it comes to the episode overall, like when it comes to that, I really did like the family's interaction in this episode. It was actually really cool just actually seeing the family actually, you know, really being, you know, actually more of characters besides just being ponies on the sideline or in the background. It was actually really cool to see them interact. Like, I mean, the last time we only heard her from dialogue and the father was only during the season 6 premiere with the Crystal. Yeah, I think it was Crystalline. Yeah, I think that's what it was called. Yeah, I believe so. Anyways, so when it comes, oh, that's the Fleur Heart episode in general. Anywho, when it comes to that, we, you know, it was really nice just to see them, you know, act like characters, like actual characters. Cool. I like Twilight's mom. Twilight's mom. Got it going on. Don't read too much into that. But anyways, though, it was pretty cool that, you know, being her as a character and the father, you know, being obsessed with Bingo and everything. It's like, wow, like, okay, so that's actually pretty cool. And then so we actually did get to see them as families. We actually did to learn something about Shining Armor, about being airsick, which I actually thought that's on some Natsu Dragon Needle shit. You know, if you ever watched Fairy Tail or read Fairy Tail, excuse me, if you ever did, you would know that the character, the main one, Natsu Dragon Needle, gets motion sickness, or, well, actually, no, correction, it's just motion sickness. I'm sorry. I don't know why I compared the two. That's more of motion sickness. When it comes to Shining Armor, he's more of airsick, which can kind of make sense for some people, you know. I can understand that. And I did like the fact that that Twilight mentioned like a Coney Island reference, where she mentioned Pony Island, like one of the rides there. And I was like, ah, that's definitely a reference to Coney Island. Wow, pretty smart of them for the writers for that. But when it comes to the episode overall, it was pretty fun. I did enjoy it. Now, when it comes to the lesson of the overall episode, when it comes to the struggles of Twilight, I just felt so bad for her that she really just wanted to do things she did, but at the end of the day, all she could have done was just stand up for herself, and she just could have done it because she had everything planned. Like, she had like a really big list. She had pretty much, yeah, she had a list going on, you know, everything. She was the perfect planner until Iron Will came to play. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I really did like the ending there, how like Iron Will just comes prepared for any situation. So if he gets ganged on about a bunch of ponies, you know, if they ever get conned, it's like, nope, no refunds guaranteed. It's like, yeah, they just like, oh yeah, and he just like jumps off, and he's like a parachute full of him and money, and it's like, wow, oh my god. So yeah, I gotta admit, for a businessman, he comes prepared a lot. So that's that. Now, when it comes to the lesson of the episode, what I really did enjoy is that there are repercussions when it comes to enjoying, a vacation time with somebody. Now, when it comes to, the lesson here, there are repercussions of having fun. There are times we won't be able to spend time, in doing stuff with others because you're always being occupied or doing things that you have to do important wise. Now, look, that even though you are trying to help out and actually trying to basically help out and plan everything and making sure, look, as long as everybody has a good time, that's all that matters. Is everybody else having a good time around you? then there really shouldn't be a problem. Like, if they're having a good time and if it makes them happy, then that should basically make you happy. Now, that's pretty much the situation too. Like, I felt like, you know, when I was there, I wasn't really having fun because I wanted to do certain things that I wanted to do with people. But, you know, of course, you know, with timing and with me doing other things being occupied and not having the time to do certain events, like, especially online too. It's like there are times where I basically can't do certain events and I miss out and I feel like, oh man, now I feel terrible. I really wanted to do this, blah, blah, blah. You know, yeah. And, you know, we always end up doing more work even when we're on vacation. So you are also going to have responsibility as well. While you do want to take some time to actually have vacations, there are some times where you're a group and you still have to do more work regardless. And as long as everybody around you is actually enjoying themselves and actually just basically giving them, you know, the satisfaction or whatever, that's all that really matters at the very end. As long as they're satisfied, then you should be satisfied as well. And also, if you need to actually, you know, you have to take into repercussions of what you want to do. It's up to you. It's your choice. It's what you want to do. And that's basically what I'm really getting here. So it's basically, you know, saying that, well, sometimes, you know, you gotta take responsibilities, and there are times where, you know, you have to make room for times where you can have fun. Like, for example, it's like me, there are times where I really want to do this and have some fun, but I got responsibilities to do other work aside, but it's for a good cause. It's actually, you know, making people happy, where it's like, you know what, I may be, you know, doing actual work and tiring myself out, but as long as I actually make it, you know, for the fact that you guys are enjoying it, and that's all that matters. And if I make somebody else happy, even though I don't see like I'm enjoying myself, then I really shouldn't really doubt myself and actually just, you know, be happy with myself though. So the lesson was actually pretty good. Pretty solid episode. What I didn't really like about the episode was that Star Tracker was kind of getting into those, like, one of those awkward, like, again, like the awkward moments, you know, with that, you know, it's like, oh my god, no, like, oh, like, dude.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time
Couldn't
to
say
stop!
better myself, thank you. Anyways, so, yeah, so that's the thing, and, yeah, but then there was another thing. I mean, what else was another thing I didn't really like about the episode? And I don't know if this is more of a nitpick, but the whole air sickness joke with Shining Armor started to get kind of old after a while. And it's like, okay, you did this like 2 or 3 times already, like this running gag. Can we, it's time to stop, okay? It's time to stop. So that was my only other complaints. It was that, and this whole Star Tracker fanboyish pony. Yeah, wasn't really too crazy for that character. But overall, I give the episode a 4 out of 5. So it's a very, very good, solid episode. Really enjoyed it. So it's a 4 out of 5 for me. Very good episode. I actually really enjoyed it a lot, also because of the lesson. Now let's go on to episode 23, which is Secrets and Pies. So let's get on to that episode. Oh my god, this episode was just hilarious as hell. It was a very funny episode at best. Very funny episode. I actually had a really good time here when it comes to Pinkie Pie as a character. First of all, when it's Pinkie Pie, you already know you're already going to have a good time because she is actually a pretty fun character. And just going on all those adventures, it was actually really good. I mean, not just for the plot-wise, but I really did like the pacing. The pacing for the episode was actually really good. I had a lot of fun with the episode, especially when it comes to Pinkie Pie, trying to solve this big mystery if Rainbow Dash is really the one eating the pies or not, or if she was basically lying. So it's a very simple plot, but it was still very funny. And the lesson to this episode, oh my god, this relates to me so much. It's not even funny. So pretty much the whole premise is that Pinkie Pie makes all these amazing pies, because we know Pinkie Pie, we know how she is. She loves to make all these kinds of different things on certain days, even though they're not technically holidays, but she kind of makes it up in her mind. So what happens is that one of the days, like when we saw the one with the Wonderbolts, whatever day or week it was that she was in the academy or with the actual job, what happens is, or became officially a Wonder Boy. Yeah, when she officially. So, with that, you know, she made it, and she was like, "Oh my God, what's?" Much figured out right from the get-go that all those pies, like, he really, like, you should know you can't feed turtles freaking pies. You give them turtle food or pet food, not pies when they can easily blow up. So that's why, you know, Rainbow Dash had to give the visits to Tank, all the vet visits. I can imagine the vetting bills Rainbow Dash will have to pay for her pet, though. But I am glad Tank was vet, though. It was really cute to see him again, though. He lives. But anyways, though, well, hopefully he didn't die from all that shit he devoured. So what happens is that, well, that's the one thing that she actually found out, too. And not to mention when it comes to the big mystery about Rainbow Dash, Piggy Pie, I really liked how she was trying to catch her in the actual hook, line, and sinker, where she was trying to give her to those awkward situations. And the meme faces, of course, are obviously there. And, of course, Applejack, the element of honesty, everyone, is lying. Where she's like, yeah, of course I seen her eat the pies. And Piggy Pie's like, really? She's like, and then she was put on the spot. She was like, maybe I might have, sort of. I think? And I'm like, oh my God, you're terrible. Stop. Honestly, though. I mean, then it's like, when it becomes with the whole honesty lesson, she was like, I could have told you that. And I'm like, bitch, look who's talking. Like, oh my God. Damn it. But whatever, though. So, anyways, what happens is that, yeah, so I really did like the fact that she says that, yes, Rainbow Dash is not a big fan of pies, and she didn't really want to tell her that she really does. That sort of relates to me in real life, because the things where it's like, they're awesome. There are a lot of food that I really like, but then there are certain foods where I don't really care for, or are just not really cooked properly or whatever, and they worked really so hard on it that I'm like, I like sort of like eat it, but then like I put it somewhere, like I sort of spit it out. It's like, oh, yeah, really good. Like I actually enjoyed it. So this episode relates me to so much for that. And not only that, though, there are times where sometimes my honesty could be like a little, well, not my honesty, but like, you know, it's like, or if I'm watching something, like, or streaming something and I don't really find it okay. There are times where, like, for example, right, there are times where like people will be like a certain, like, I don't know, like I would go and like into someone's like stream or whatever, and then like sometimes like I will watch something that I am interested in, but then there are sometimes where I'm not, but I'm only doing it for the sake, because I don't want to tell them how they, you know, how I really feel, because then it's like, I'll feel bad for them. It's like it will crush them. Like, I mean, maybe it'll be like, okay, I could be one of those people that can, you know, tell them it's like, no thank you or whatever, but it's like, you know what, I feel bad, they went through all this trouble, so I might as well just go along with the ride. So that's pretty much the way I usually do it. And yes, you know, that does relate to me on a real life basis as well. So this episode kind of related to me a lot in a way, and it was actually really funny because of that. So not only that, with the strong message, the comedy was on point. I'm going to give this episode a solid 5, no, not solid, screw that, clean 5 out of 5. So now let's go on to episode 20. Uncommon Bond. The ending to this episode. Oh, yo, the ending to this episode caught me off guard. It wasn't even funny. So let's start off with the actual episode plot, though. Now, when it comes to this, Starlight is seeing Sunburst again for a visit at Ponyville, and basically they just want to spend some time together because it's been a long time since, of course, they were, you know, little foals. They haven't really, you know, spent enough time with each other, and they really wanted to get their bonds going back. But unfortunately, it's like Starlight's stuck in the past, while Sunburst pretty much moved on to bigger and better things. And the only thing that they had in common was still that board game. But, you know, Sunburst, you know, kind of didn't want to play that mostly. And there were times where it's like, look, you know, I don't want to play, it's fine. Now, what I really did like, though, was how Starlight created this actual spell where she was able to actually transform herself into a young filly, and or foal, whatever, filly or foal, whatever you want to call them. And then we have Sunburst, I actually gone in also into that, and it was kind of cute and adorable. But it's like, wait, he has no cape and stuff. It's like, oh my god, he's fully naked. But then again, so is the cast of the show. Yeah, the main characters, I forgot. But yeah, it's just kind of funny. It's like he's completely naked, like without his his wizard stuff on. It's like, oh no. So then it's like, then they decided to play the game and they started to relive their old memories by transforming into their younger selves. But Sunburst pretty much got pissed, and I wouldn't blame him, because it's like, look, you don't have to do this. Look, we moved on from bigger and better things. We might have done this when we were kids, but we're adults now. We're adults, even though it has been a very long time since we've seen each other as kids. I really think, there are times where people change. People change when they get older, rather maturity-wise or hobby-wise. People change, and that's the way it's supposed to be. People do change in life. People always don't have the same lifestyle. They always change when they're growing up, and that was a very strong key for this episode. Times and people change, and that's exactly what happens. And Starlight pretty much seems to be more stuck in the past, where she technically just likes to do things in the past rather than looking towards the future and to pretty much new hobbies going on. Like, Starlight could have easily just discussed like all these cool, awesome spells and stuff like that. Now, we didn't really know that Sunburst was into antiquing along with Twilight, which is obviously she is a huge book nerd, so it explains so much. And then also, it's kind of like a knockoff of like Loot Crate, I think they're called. The Loot Crate, loot boxes, wherever they are, you get them every monthly. And they still do it. I heard some of them don't even do it anymore. But when it comes to the Loot Crate things, it kind of reminds me of that, how like it's a mystery buy. Like you always get those like mystery Loot Crates you always like, order like every month and you pay for them. That's what it kind of reminds me of, except it's in a barrel. And then like the barrel, well, he didn't know what it was until the very end of this episode. Oh my god. And I really did like the fact that we got Trixie in this episode too. Trixie and of course Maud did. Now they may not have a lot in common, but the only things they have in common, now the best things they have in common, and I always said this, it's Starlight and Trixie who are more of the two closest best friends. Not really so much of Sunburst, because let's be honest, Starlight, you have not seen Sunburst in a very long time that's been any kind of bond with him. So how would you know that he hasn't really changed within those past years? So it kind of makes sense for the way Sunburst actually was, and Starlight again just still staying stuck back in the past. So yeah, so of course the things that of course Trixie has to her in common, obviously, is the past mistakes that they've done and all the regrets they have, and etc. etc. With Maud, it's basically the comedy factor and the fact that no pony understands her, which is actually pretty true. And yeah, so it's like you can find certain bonds with people. Sure, they may not be exactly a lot in common, but there are certain kinds of bonds that you can get along with people. Not entirely, but there could be kind of odd, kind of uncommon, that stuff that's not really too common of bonds. But whatever though, I mean, as long as you have something in common with each other, then that's all that really counts. Now, if you were very, very close and had a lot of common with people, then yeah, you're really close to those particular people of groups. So I can actually really understand the lesson here, and that's always a good thing. So yeah, overall when it comes to the episode, and what was really cool though, is like I like the way that they actually transform the actual board game. That was actually really cool though. I actually did really like the way they did that. And there's this one scene too where like Starlight just tries to wake up Sunburst early. He's covered in a blanket. And it's like, Starlight, he can probably be uncomfortable. He's a little half naked. Unless you want to see... Oh, wait. No. Oh, no. Don't want to go into that. No, if I do that... No demonetization. I forgot. I hate this so much. But whatever, though. I don't want to really get into... Don't make a sex joke. Don't. Okay. Well, I mean, just for this series. But when it comes to, like, anime and stuff like that... Then I can make jokes about that. But this is My Little Pony. This is a whole different level. I go into that though. I just can't. But and of course YouTube's stupid rules don't really help me out either. Well, regardless, there are. But yeah, let's just say the bottle and it's full. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, the episode itself, overall, I don't think I really have any problems with it, except for Starlight, which I really think she should have understand that Sunburst has other things in common that he's grown out of, rather than just being in the stuff that he's grown into for the past years. So I mean, that was my only thing. But this one I would give probably a 4.5 out of 5. Probably, because yeah, 4.5. This is like a great plus episode. No, actually no, 4.5. This definitely deserves a 4.5. I was just gonna give it a 4, but 4.5. And the reason why, this is great, yo. The ending to this episode. Oh my god, it has the book. This book leads up to the season finale. Yeah, hype, bitches. Let's go. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Now, I already did a live reaction to the finale, but of course, again, that's not going to be till that's not going to be until the very end of this month when it officially airs, so everybody can watch it. So I will respect that, even though I'm not a big fan of those rules, but whatever. Now, when it comes to the live reaction and the review, those will be at the very end of the month for that. So that's pretty much it for my reviews of the episodes. What did you think of the episodes? If you have seen them leaked, by the way, what do you guys think of the episodes? Were you just that out of daze when you found out that there was a lot of leaks going on for the episodes? Let me know what you think in the comment section below on what you think, because honestly, it's a lot to take in, man. It's a lot to take in. So there we go. So that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys next time for the season finale. Yeah, I will see you guys for the season finale, live reaction, and the review. They're going to be separate, by the way, so that's going to be a thing. So yeah, so that's going to be separate. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Do not forget to click the notification squad boys bell, get notifications on my videos when they come out. Also follow my social media plugins and my gamer tags as well. So peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. Anime manga fans, keep supporting Rich Read What You Watch, and bronies, bro hoof, brony on. See you guys for the big one, the finale. Oh boy, stay tuned for that reaction coming up. Also the review down the way as well. So yeah, later y'all. Bye bye. Whew, that was a lot.